Hey friends, it's Robin. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing my August TBR. If you saw my July TBR, it was a hot mess, but we are back with the TBR prompts. Hopefully this one goes better. If you haven't seen one of these videos before where I actually pick these prompts, they just kind of help me whittle down my TBR from these crazy lists that I make. I am going to pick 12 prompts just like normal. The first couple of things I want to mention are just some things that are going on in the month of August. The first is the Romance Readathon, which is a month-long challenge readathon. It's kind of historical-esque, but you can read any books that you want. I am going to be loosely participating on Team Seductress, I believe, which is Tiff from Tiff Talks Pages, as well as Crystal from Crystal's Bookish Life. I am part of Riley's Patreon, and this month we are doing something called Sequel Slam, which is just a challenge to ourselves to try and read series, which has been kind of a challenge that I've been doing all year. I have books set aside for that. For the Romance Readathon, I'm pretty much just going to log the books that I read normally, since pretty much everything I read is romance. Let's just get right into it. Prompt number 1, let's go with this one. And this is to read a cover that you don't love. I actually have quite a few options for this one. The first is the re-release of the Four Horsemen series by Laura Thalassa. I got the e-arcs of these. I think the majority of Bloom Books' recovers are tragic. I think I'm gonna go with Thank You for Sharing by, I'm totally blanking on the author, but you are seeing it right here. Definitely not the worst of the covers. This is probably the best of the covers that I don't like. There is something about the proportions that is just very off. It looks so blank, and I feel like this gives nothing about the book. So it's not my favorite cover. I want to read this one because it's an arc that is coming out in September, and I really want to get ahead since I have 8 arcs right now for September, which is a lot. And this is a Jewish romance, and I am planning a Jewish romance recommendations video, I think for September, if I'm remembering correctly, and I would like to read some more. I believe this is an interracial romance as well, but that's really all I know about it, is a Jewish romance. So we're gonna go with that for a cover I don't love. Hopefully work stops messaging me and it stops beeping. This is prompt number 2. This is a trope that I don't love. The prompts are out to get me. I skipped a month and it will never forgive me. So this one was a little difficult. There aren't many tropes that I really don't like, and the ones that I don't like, I really don't like and won't read them. But I'm gonna go with Change of Plans by Dylan Newton because I'm not the biggest fan of children in romances. And this one is following a heroine who inherits custody of her 3 young nieces. And I think it is her romance with this guy who ends up kind of helping her out. It's not my favorite trope. Like, I don't really hate kids in books or anything like that. Like, I read plenty. It's just not my fave. I think that's the best I'm gonna get with the books on this list. Like I said, the tropes that I don't like, I really don't like. I'm not gonna look up a book that has surprise pregnancy in it because I don't want to read that. So prompt number 3, let's go with, there's so many stuck together. I think that's one. This is, I swear I get this one all the time. It is a book with your favorite color on the cover. My favorite color is gray. So I'm gonna go find a gray book. I think the best I'm gonna get is Consider Me by Becca Mack, which is this like black and white photo, but it's pretty grayscale. And this is going to be for a vlog that I have no idea when the vlog is gonna go up. I guess we're gonna film it sometime in August. All I know about this is that it is a hockey romance, and I think I got this from Stef from Novelty Corner. I actually don't think this was her favorite. I added it anyways. Sorry about that. My ring light died. What I was saying though, I always feel bad in these TBRs because I never know the synopses of the books, and I feel like all I say the whole time is, that's all I know about it. So sorry if that gets annoying. Prompt number 4 is a book with a dark cover. I think I'm gonna go with The Next Criminal Intentions, mainly because I put on my summer TBR that I wanted to read 3 books in this series, and I've read 1. I want to continue on with that one, so we are gonna do the Next Criminal Intentions series. I'm not gonna linger here. I talk about this book all the time, or the series all the time. Detectives, romantic suspense, romance. It's most of my personality. I feel like if you're here, you know. Prompt number 5 is a book with an even page count. Hopefully one of the ones that I already have up on Goodreads will work. This is the first one that I looked at. It is For Never and Always by Helena Greer. This is a contemporary romance. Our heroine gets an inheritance and she needs to get married, and they're really good friends, and they agree to get married. I also know that this is an MF couple following a queer male character, which I love. But that's all I know about it, is an arranged marriage or marriage of convenience or whatever, friends to lovers. Prompt number 6. These are all stuck together. Let's go with this one. This is this is to read a monster book. I think I only have one, and it is Lore by Lily Mayne, which is the final released book in her Monstrous series. I think that this is the romance between the character that has been missing for the last like 4 books, but I don't know that for sure. This book is hella long, and that's kind of why I've been putting it off, because Lily Mayne's books just keep getting longer and longer. So prompt number 7 is a book that has been hyped or recommended, which goes perfectly for another vlog that I really want to do. Apparently we're just going to film all of the vlogs in August. I'm going to go with Fans Only by... You know what? You're seeing the cover right here. I'm Goodreads is not working for me. I'm pretty sure it's Beloved, but this is in novella, and I think it's OnlyFans. That's all I know about it. This was recommended by Heather from Hia Booktubes. If you watched the recommendation, you can probably guess what the vlog I'm doing is. But we're gonna read that. I don't want to read the synopsis anyways, because it is a novella. I think it's really short. Prompt number, what are we on? 8, I think? A title that starts with, and I need to use a random letter generator. All right, so I just have a random letter generator that I grabbed off of Google, and I just have it set to 1 letter and capital. So it came up with the letter F. I'm gonna cheat because it's my game and my rules, and I'm gonna switch For Never and Always by Helena Greer to this prompt, the letter F. And the even page count one, I'm gonna go with A Shot in the Dark by Victoria Lee. This is another September arc that I am absurdly excited for. I know very little about this other than the fact that it is not only ridiculously queer, but about being queer. And I believe one of our characters is trans, and I think that one of them is dealing with addiction. I don't know who is who or if all of that is correct, but I do know that this is supposed to be like all about queer culture. Prompt number 9. I hate when I get these. A book that has chapter titles. Wow, that is terribly written. Part of the reason why I hate prompts like this is because I don't have any of these books physically, which means that I need to look this up. So I could be wrong about this, but I'm gonna go with Hurt Song by TJ Klune. Looked at Wolf Song, and Wolf Song does have chapter titles. And so I am assuming that that is a thing throughout the whole series. Like, that would be weird if just the first one had chapter titles, right? So Heart Song, TJ Klune. It's the 3rd book in the... Is the series called Wolf Song? I have absolutely no idea what the series is called, but it is a paranormal romance. These are all romances written by a queer male author. This is following one of the other brothers from the Roommate Pact. Do I remember which one? Prompt number 10. This video is a bit of a disaster. I feel like these TBRs are always messes. This is to read an arc, which is perfect. I just filmed my August releases right before filming this, and so I am struggling to remember which books I talked about in that video and which books I talked about in this video, but I don't think I chose The Roommate Pact yet by Allison Ashley. This is the last August arc that I have that I need to get onto this TBR, and this is a roommates, friends to lovers, caretaking romance. Our heroine is a nurse, our hero is a firefighter, and at some point in their friendship, they made an agreement that if they weren't married by a certain time, they would get married, and I think they're falling for each other earlier than anticipated. I love a friends to lovers romance, love the caretaking trope. I am going to be reading this for another NetGalley vlog, which I am hoping to do later this month, which is another reason why I'm trying to get so many arcs on this list, not only for my sanity, but for that video as well. 2 more prompts. Let's go with this one for prompt 11. Oh, they're going everywhere. A book from a new release video. For this one, I'm gonna go with Holonite number 7 by Lee Jaco. Here's the caveat. I don't know if this is for sure coming out right at the end of August or not. Right now it is slotted for August 29th, which would mean that I have, 3 days to read it if it actually comes out on that day. As of right now, it does not have a cover or a title or a synopsis. So putting that one on this list is tricky. We'll see. Again, my game, my rules. So final prompt. And this is to read a pink book. I'm gonna go with Against the Rules. This is an arc that I have, or I will have, and it's a sports romance. This is a cheerleader football romance. We met the cheerleader in book 1. This is a really low angst, fluffy, contemporary romance. So that is all of the TBR prompts. The only other things I want to mention are the fact that I do have a couple of vlogs and stuff coming this month. First is that NetGalley vlog. Don't entirely know how many books or anything I'm going to read for that. I'm going to dedicate a week to reading my NetGalley books, and I will take you along and we can see if my NetGalley ratio improves. It is less embarrassing than it was the last time I did this video, I believe. And I did put a secret vlog on the back burner, and I'm hoping to pick that back up. The next couple of months will definitely be pretty arc heavy, just since I did kind of overwhelm myself on September and October arcs. So let me know what you are planning to read in the month of August. Let me know if any of these books are on your TBR. I am always open for buddy reads, so let me know if you want to do one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.